See, H&8th started about 3 seasons ago with some of the local businesses here, with Elemental, with Ludivine, and with Coupe Ale Works. They decided with lots of food trucks, there's lots of good stuff happening. This is kind of a great way to kind of get people downtown, because 5 o'clock rolls around, people in Oklahoma City feel like the sidewalks roll up. So it's kind of our way of saying, this is what it really looks like to live down here. The first month we had it, there were 2 trucks, maybe 3. It might have been 3 trucks. This last month we had 24. So the first time we had the event, we maybe had 100 people. This time last year we had about 700 people. This month we had about 8,000. So it's grown massively. We don't make any money off the food trucks. Everything that we get from licensing, from all that kind of stuff, goes straight to licensing. We figure food trucks ought to make money. This is a great way to kind of help the culture of food trucks here. So we've actually, the way we do everything is through sponsorships. So that way it's kind of a win for everybody. As it's gotten so big, the city actually talks to us. They ask us, hey, what kind of things can we do for food trucks? What kind of things can we do for downtown development? They're having conversations with us, and even conversations like OG&E. Like, we're talking with OG&E about how do we improve this neighborhood. We're talking with them about how do we add street lights, how do we add some things that are kind of more community development stuff. Because if all we do is have an event and it's kind of wasted, you know, anybody can have a party. You know, kind of one of our inherent goals is we want to leave the place better than we found it. People that own the property around here really support H&8th. They've really bent over backwards to kind of try and help us out. And the funny thing is, and I know that they get this, but part of what's funny about it is there are actually 2 tenants now that moved down here purely because this happens on the last Friday. You know, we have a guy that's running for mayor, that he's here because it's good visibility, and it's the kind of visibility that he wants. We have the Nature Conservancy that moved down here because they have an opportunity to engage with the community every month in a way that they couldn't in their old location. So they've moved down here, and they've been great partners for us. And the interesting thing that we're seeing also is, like, other cities like New York, New Orleans, Portland, Austin, LA, Atlanta, Chicago have all contacted us asking how it is that we built this network of trucks. Because in most cities, trucks don't get along. Trucks don't like each other. They're just competition. But somehow, and I don't know if it's the nature of Oklahoma City or just the nature of how the collective has grown, they all know that when they do stuff together, everybody wins. It's, you know, 1 truck parked on a corner is fine. 4 trucks parked on a corner draws infinitely more people, because they kind of understand the whole density conversation. So they're able to get here, and a lot of times, and I even had this conversation this month with new trucks that are coming online. There are tons of new trucks that this is their coming out party is H&8th. This is the first thing that they do, because this is a great introduction to the community, but it's also a great introduction to other trucks, because they're coming in going, hey, I've seen you guys around, but we've never actually met, and they're having conversations. So this month at 11:30 after the event was over, I've got trucks that are all standing out in the street talking to each other, hanging out. And as an event, as kind of the guy in charge of the event, that made me really happy. It's like, I want to bring them sodas and beers and tell them to hang out as late as they want. It's like, I'll keep the street closed, you guys just be here. So that makes me feel good. It makes me feel good about what we're doing and why we're doing it and how we're doing it, because at the end of the day, it's not about the money we make. At the end of the day, it's about what we can do that kind of makes this place better. If we can make this place better, everybody ends up winning. You know, we'll figure out where the money comes from. We'll figure out where the stuff comes from. Let's take care of, you know, it's kind of that philosophy. Let's take care of people, and everything else kind of falls in place. So.
Yeah,